toward making it a reality. But here's the thing, your morning routine doesn't have to look exactly like these examples. The goal is not to copy someone else's habits, but to find what works best for you. The key is to design a morning routine that energizes you, sharpens your mind, and sets you up for success. A great morning routine follows a simple formula. Wake up with purpose. No snooze button. Get up as soon as the alarm rings. Move your body. Even a short stretch or a walk can help energize you. Feed your mind. Read, listen to a podcast, or reflect on your goals. Practice mindfulness. Meditate, pray, or journal. To gain clarity, plan your day. Set your top priorities before distractions take over. You don't need to do everything at once. Start small. Choose 1 or 2 habits and commit to them. Over time, your routine will evolve, and you'll start to see the benefits unfold. Success doesn't happen in a single moment. It's built in the small, consistent actions you take every morning. When you create a morning routine that aligns with your goals, you take control of your time, your energy, and ultimately your life. So tomorrow morning, instead of rushing into the day without direction, take a step back. Start your morning with purpose. Build a routine that fuels your mind and body, and watch how your life begins to transform, one morning at a time. Number 6, overcoming the challenges of waking up early. Waking up early sounds great in theory, but when the alarm goes off before the sun rises, that's when the real battle begins. Your bed feels warm, your body feels heavy, and your mind whispers, just 5 more minutes. Before you know it, those 5 minutes turn into half an hour, and suddenly your entire morning routine is thrown off. This is the challenge that stops most people from becoming early risers. The struggle between comfort and commitment. The truth is, waking up early is not just about setting an alarm. It's about changing your habits, your mindset, and your approach to sleep. Many people believe they are just not morning people, but that's not true. No one is naturally programmed to wake up at a certain time. It's all about conditioning. If you've spent years waking up late, your body is used to that. But just like any habit, it can be rewired. The first and most common excuse is, "I'm not a morning person." This statement is one of the biggest lies people tell themselves. The reality is that no one is born a morning person. It's a behavior, not a biological trait. Look at Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He wakes up at 4 a.m. every day to train before the world even gets started. Do you think he wants to wake up that early? No. He does it because he's trained himself to push past discomfort in pursuit of success. Another major obstacle people face is staying up too late. Many people want to wake up early, but they also stay up watching TV, scrolling through social media, or procrastinating on sleep. You can't have it both ways. If you want to wake up early, you have to prioritize sleep. A great example of this is Tim Cook, CEO of Apple, who wakes up at 3:45 a.m. The key to his success isn't just waking up early, it's going to bed early. He understands that sleep is a tool, not an inconvenience. Many people sacrifice sleep for productivity, but the truth is, lack of sleep makes you less productive. If you're serious about waking up early, the first step is to fix your nighttime routine. Start by setting a bedtime that allows you to get at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Many people fail at waking up early because they don't respect their sleep schedule. Instead of staying up late watching Netflix or scrolling through your phone, start winding down an hour before bed. Dim the lights, avoid screens, and read a book or journal instead. Your body needs signals to prepare for sleep, and the more consistent you are, the easier it becomes. Then there's the issue of waking up feeling groggy. Many people try to wake up early but feel exhausted the moment they open their eyes, so they convince themselves that they need more sleep. But feeling groggy when you wake up is normal. It's called sleep inertia. Even the best early risers feel sluggish in the first few minutes after waking up. The difference is, they don't let that feeling stop them. A simple trick to overcome this is to get moving immediately. The moment your alarm rings, sit up, put your feet on the floor, and take a deep breath. Then, do something that forces you to be physically active, whether it's stretching, drinking a glass of water, or taking a cold shower. This immediately tells your brain that the day has started. Another effective trick is placing your alarm across the room. If your alarm is right next to your bed, you'll be tempted to hit snooze. But if you have to physically get up to turn it off, you're already out of bed, which makes it easier to stay up. Small adjustments like this can make a huge difference. One of the most overlooked obstacles to waking up early is having no reason to get up. If you don't have something exciting or important planned in the morning, your brain will struggle to see the point of waking up early. That's why it's crucial to give yourself a reason. Look at Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Group. He wakes up at 5 a.m. every day, but he doesn't just jump into work. He starts his morning with activities he enjoys. He exercises, spends time with family, and does things that make him feel alive. This creates motivation to wake up early. If you struggle with finding a reason to wake up, try this. Schedule something enjoyable first thing in the morning. Whether it's reading, journaling, working on a personal project, or simply enjoying a quiet moment with coffee. Make your morning something you want to wake up for, not just something you have to do. Another challenge people face is giving up too soon. Many try waking up early for a few days, struggle, and then quit. But waking up early is a habit that takes time to develop. You can't expect to transform overnight. Instead of making a dramatic shift, Start small. If you currently wake up at 8 a.m., don't suddenly force yourself to wake up at 5 a.m. That's too extreme. Instead, wake up 15 minus 30 minutes earlier each week. This gradual change makes the transition easier and more sustainable. And finally, hold yourself accountable. If you struggle with self-discipline, find an accountability system. Tell a friend or family member about your goal. Set up a morning check-in where you send a message as proof that you're awake. Use habit tracking apps to keep yourself motivated. The more accountability you have, the more likely you are to stick with it. Waking up early isn't just about time. It's about discipline, self-mastery, and commitment. It's about proving to yourself that you can control your actions instead of letting your actions control you. The battle against the alarm clock is won the night before, with the decisions you make about your sleep, your mindset, and your habits. So what's stopping you? Are you really not a morning person, or have you just never trained yourself to be one? Are you struggling because of external circumstances, or are you holding on to excuses that keep you in your comfort zone? The good news is, you can change. You can become the kind of person who wakes up early, takes control of their time, and starts each day with intention. But it begins with a choice. The choice to stop making excuses and start making changes. Tomorrow morning, when your alarm rings, don't hit snooze. Don't let your comfort win. Get up, take control, and prove to yourself that you are stronger than your excuse. Because once you master your mornings, you master your life. Number 7, the ripple effect of a strong start. The way you start your day has a direct impact on how the rest of it unfolds. A strong morning creates momentum, and momentum fuels success. On the other hand, a slow, chaotic, or unintentional morning sets the stage for distractions, stress, and inefficiency. This is what we call the ripple effect, where one good habit in the morning leads to another. And before you know it, you're living with purpose, focus, and energy. Imagine two people waking up at the same time. One rolls out of bed, grabs their phone, scrolls mindlessly for 20 minutes, then rushes through getting ready, already feeling behind. The other wakes up with intention, stretches, drinks a glass of water, and spends the first few minutes setting their mindset for the day. Who do you think will have a better, more productive day? It's obvious. One person is reacting to the day, while the other is taking control of it. The ripple effect works in both directions. A strong start can lead to a day filled with focus, accomplishment, and progress. But a weak start can lead to procrastination, frustration, and wasted time. The small decisions you make in the morning, whether to get out of bed immediately, whether to exercise, whether to set goals, shape the rest of your day, and ultimately, your life. Take Margaret Thatcher, the former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. She was known for waking up at 5 a.m. every day, long before meetings or political discussions began. She used the early hours to prepare, read, and think deeply before stepping into high-pressure situations. That extra time gave her clarity and confidence, and the effects rippled into every decision she made throughout the day. This is why successful people don't just focus on waking up early. They focus on what they do with their mornings. They understand that a productive morning sets a powerful tone, which carries into their work, their interactions, and their ability to make decisions with confidence. Consider the simple habit of making your bed in the morning. It sounds trivial, but this small act can create a chain reaction of productivity. Admiral William H. McRaven, a former U.S. Navy SEAL, spoke about this in his famous speech. If you want to change the world, start by making your bed. He explained that making your bed gives you an immediate sense of accomplishment, a small win that encourages you to complete the next task and the next. It's not about the bed, it's about building discipline and momentum. The same principle applies to exercise. If you start your morning with movement, whether it's stretching, running, or hitting the gym, you set yourself up for higher energy levels, sharper focus, and greater resilience to stress throughout the day. Haruki Murakami, one of the most celebrated novelists, follows a strict morning routine that includes running. He believes that physical movement clears the mind and enhances creativity, allowing him to write with more clarity and flow. Even your mindset in the morning affects the rest of your day. If you begin with negativity, checking social media, absorbing bad news, or complaining about the day ahead, you're setting yourself up for frustration. But if you start your day by practicing gratitude, visualizing success, or reading something uplifting, you prime your brain for positivity. Take Maya Angelou, the legendary poet and author. She had a ritual of waking up early and spending time in solitude, reflecting on her thoughts before putting pen to paper. This quiet, intentional start allowed her to tap into deep emotions and create work that resonated with millions. When you start strong, you're not just benefiting yourself, you're also affecting the people around you. The energy you bring into your work, relationships, and conversations is contagious. A positive, intentional morning means you show up as a better leader, a better friend, a better parent, a better version of yourself. If you begin your day with stress, that stress spreads. If you start your day with focus and purpose, that mindset influences everything you do. Think about it. Have you ever had a morning where everything went wrong? Maybe you overslept, rushed out the door, spilled coffee on yourself, and felt frustrated. The rest of the day seemed to follow that same negative pattern. That's the ripple effect in action. But imagine the opposite. You wake up, take a deep breath, and start your day with a moment of gratitude. You move your body, energizing yourself for the day ahead. You take 5 minutes to set your goals, so you know exactly